Busy Mom Media. I've seen you around, Ava. How are you? I forget what you asked. I think I answered some questions yesterday, the day before. What's going on? But let me know always. And don't forget, you can always get me personally on the Let's Go Help 2 on the Mighty Network thing here. It's a little touch and go how you get the answers. We haven't figured that out. We're working on it more now. But to get me, I'm over on Facebook. That's where if you start a question on Facebook, a discussion, I'll answer that before anybody else gets to it. So you may have to wait a day or so, depending on how sick I am or my shingles or whatever the hell is going on. But that's where I will be, at least for answering questions, because I really love, I want the rest of my life just to be answering questions, because if I know something, after studying this stuff for 48 years, and I possibly have a phone number, a website, a contact, or whatever, to get you free financial help or free services to solve some kind of problem, man, I have nothing better to do in my life. So that's why I want you to know that's what I'm planning to do, and I'll be around for a bit yet, I hope. I didn't know I'd be around till 80, tell you the truth. So that's sort of interesting. Let's see. Hello, Ava. Angel Woods. Ooh. About getting an office and finding for a small business. Yeah, I think you wanted to share an office. Is that what you wanted to do, Ava? Now, there are a lot of office share programs. The office share space, you pay for a desk or share a desk and all kinds of things like that now, really to encourage entrepreneurs. I think you'll be around for a while. Well, I hope so. Whatever it is, I'll be grateful. And I'd rather not share it, but I have to if I have. Well, the other thing is your local economic development office will know about those things, because there's some of these that are set up for the government has, so they're free or whatever. In other words, they could be called incubator programs. There's a lot of different names for them. Incubator is one. So if you're looking for share office space, God, my brain doesn't hold as many facts as it needs to. So I would contact your local economic development office. And that is, well, actually call the America's SBDC. They should know. AMERICAS and then SBDC.com. And they'll have some information on this too, because there's usually a list. Accelerator is incubator, accelerator. They're the kinds of keywords that are under this thing. The other thing is go to Meetup. Meetup.com, where you live. I don't know. I have to know how to spell Meetup. Meetup.com. So wherever you live, there'll be a whole bunch of, you put in meetup.com, put in your zip codes, and you'll see there is a tech incubator in Queens, New York, but there is an application. Okay, that's a little different, but that's close. So you're looking for other incubators and things like that that don't have. And it sounds like if you're in New York City, I know there's dozens have to be there. But a good way to help find them too is look for people like you that are small entrepreneurs trying to do that. And you could find them at meetup.com. Okay. And you'll find other people like you that are doing the same thing. And so they could point you also. But if you're in New York City, have you called 311 at least to see? A lot of times calling does not really do that much, because they'll just go through the database and they won't be as sensitive to what you need, or it's hard because you know more about your problem than they will ever know. So you'll know how to jump on an opportunity, that really wasn't in your original concept, but we'll work just fine. I thought I didn't want to go date a redhead, but oh, this redhead I love. So you never know. And that's why it's always talk to people who are doing this now. And that's why meetup.com for it is. After your local SBDC to find a free office space. See, if you just go at that mission of share free whatever office space and talk to all the other nonprofit organizations that are in the business to help businesses start and grow. That's their job. They have to help you find that. I mean, they don't have to, tell you the truth, but their mission is to that, to get a home in my own. $15,000. Well, Anton, that depends on where you live. I'm going to get you a report here. Let's see. Oh, I thought I had it here. Anton, what'd you do with that thing I had here? Huh? I know it. You did something. Oh, now I lost the other thing I had here. No, maybe that's okay. Okay. Okay, I think I got it right. We'll see if this is it. Okay. Okay, Anton. Okay, here's my Meta Grants report. This is what I use to answer a lot of questions. So everybody download a copy of this. Okay, in here, Anton, is item number 14. Now, item number 14 are programs for buying or expanding a house. I mean, there's dozens. I mean, you're going to be overwhelmed when you see that, but it'll be less than Google. And also, every website that I have here will never charge you money. See, Google, you're going to run into websites that's just going to charge you money because that's how Google makes money, by finding people customers, not by finding people who, not by sending people to websites who don't pay them anything. So websites that pay them money are the ones that Google most likely send you. So the people that don't charge money don't pay Google and never find them. So go to that Meta Grants report, look at number 14, and there's 4 offices in the beginning that you should contact. What you're really looking for, your mission is, what kind of programs are in my area to help me buy a house? I mean, and a $15,000 down payment doesn't sound unreasonable to look for, but don't say money, don't say anything. You just need help buying a house, okay? That's the key. And the organizations that are listed in the beginning are HUD.gov. You want to talk to a housing counselor for free there. And Ava this is a good sources for you too, even as an investor. Okay, HUD.gov, then you have neighbor work. Neighborworks.org is another one. And your state housing finance State Housing Finance Agency. And that would be a .gov, maybe a .org. I'm sorry, I don't have the one for your state. I don't know what it is, but there is a national list of all those. Let's see, maybe I can pick that up. Yeah, okay, here it is. Okay, here it is for your state housing finance. You go to that website and find your state, and then contact your state there. And then You also want to contact what's called the Federal Home Loan Bank Board. Okay, where you are. There's different ones for every region in the country. So here's the website. You want to go and find the region for you. Now, this is a quasi-government agency that also gives grants for home buyers, businessmen, and everything, but they work through banks. In other words, you're going to go to a bank, they're probably not going to tell you about these things. They're hard to find. So that's why these are the sources to get free money. You want to get, you want to go Chase Bank, you get money you're going to pay for, fine. But these are all the sources. You start with touching these bases, plus the nonprofits. Now, the nonprofits, there could be dozens of these. I mean, there's all kinds of little nonprofits all over. And so it's hard. There's no collection of them except that find these keys don't spell right. I got to catch them, and sometimes I don't. Okay, then findhelp.com and put in home purchasing, and maybe some of the nonprofits are found there. But see, the organizations I gave you are people that spend time trying to help people who don't have money get houses. So those 4 or 5 people are all spending 24 hours a day trying to help people with not a lot of money get a home. So that's why they're going to be more likely to know about what is hidden and what is around than anybody else. That's why when you call one of these people and they say, oh, I can't, we can't help you, we don't have anything. Well, that's just your start in the game, okay? And you have to ask them, where else can I go? That's the key of all this, okay? Whether it's for real estate investing or anything. And that is very important. You don't go fishing in Google for something. Maybe if you have nothing else to do, but no, you got to find people in the business that are doing this, and they're in business to help people without money succeed. There's gazillions of these people around, and you have to find them. Google is there to make money, okay? The people I'm trying to get you to contact, number one, you can't find them in Google because you don't know the goddamn name, and you put in real estate or something, and you're just going to get all the sharks, and not these people. So you have to use that phone thing. Remember these things? Remember the phone thing? And that's what you have to do to dig down to get the help you need. If it was easy, you wouldn't be asking me, okay? So that's why you have to realize by the time you got to me, you sort of realize that it's not easy. Some things are easy to get. Some grants are easy to get or whatever. And that's great. Ethel, here's a new star performer that is handing out, as a busy day today, because she's handing out 25 free computers today. And if you haven't applied for one of our 25 free computers, Ethel is going to get on an airplane, come to your house, and just drop one at your door whether you want it or not. Yeah, so you go and get on Ethel's website and fill out an application so she doesn't have to do this, okay? Because she's a busy lady running a family and her whole other life. So go to our link to fill that out, because you have till midnight. And if you don't get around to midnight, then you have tomorrow morning, because we'll have a new one. Maybe not by tomorrow morning, but then by the day after, a day or two after, we'll have a new website there. Oh, don't go, see. I'm not. I'm going to quit when you're ready. When you're going to do this.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Also, I think Angel Wood. Are you still on her?
Why, you know her?
She sent you the poem.
Oh. My wife just said, Angel Wood sent me the poem. You don't know how much the people are. I forget names, man. I'm trying to remember the name of this lady I've been living with for 40 some years, or the lady that lets me live with her. Is more like it. And but Angel, the poems I can't believe anybody would do something like that for a schmuck like me who barely got through college and grew up in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. So this is beyond my imagination. It's still hard for me to digest when someone does something like that. I get embarrassed first and I don't know what to do. And so I pretend oh, that's nice. And when really, man, it hurts. It comes right to my heart. I appreciate any kindness like that. I treasure it. I think our life is, the disasters in our life are important because they're milestones, and that's where we learn the most. I think anything bad that happens to you I'm old too. Anything bad that happens to you, really, if you get through it, you really grow, because you learn a part of yourself you didn't know was there, and you're able to find new resources and get on with life, and makes you more resilient. So the bad shit is really the best shit that happens. We don't believe that when it's going on, right? Oh, there's Ethel putting on. She doesn't want to sleep tonight. She wants to stay up all night playing with your applications. And we're going to have another one next month. So if you don't get it this time, and by the way, there are a couple of things about free. I'm going to have to quit soon in about 5 minutes, because my wife has to be on the phone with a doctor. Old farts have a lot of doctor shit, and I want to hear that and be part of that. But if there are a couple of things about free computers. Well, we give them out, but if you go to findhelp.org, okay, and put in computers, you'll find other nonprofits that give out computers. So we're not the only ones. I mean, we know that what we're trying to teach you to do, you really know that. I think graduate scholar for coding boot camps. I haven't had any luck. Oh, there should be, Ian. I don't know if where you called it. I'd start with, don't go to Google. Don't go to Google. There's too many nonprofits that are doing this. Go to Career One Stop and go to findhelp.org. And it's really job training. So you may find, if it's not in the type of computer stuff you want, there might be other locally, maybe cybersecurities or whatever. There's so many people doing that for free. Believe me, it is so much out there that's in the Department of Labor and in nonprofits. But you have to stay out of Google, because Google is just going to show you the people who want to charge you money. And that when you do all that, I use Find Help, even called the government. Well, the government's probably not going to know. But how did you use Find Help? You have to go to Find Help, put in job training, and start calling those programs to find other programs that meet your requirement. So, and that's where most of us fall down. Okay, let me finish this side because I got to leave soon. Number one, you want to ask me a question to get an answer from me is over at Facebook. Okay, so that's everybody who's a member here is automatically a member of Facebook. So that's free. So if you go to facebook.com/groups, /groups, let's go help. Yeah, happy 4th is right. Groups, let's go help. And if that should let you in automatically, because it should know your email address. If it doesn't, then send email to let's go help at gmail.com. Okay. You and your wife have a great day and holiday. I'm Miranda. Thank you. Put a section on the form when they ask, how did you try to find a computer and find them? Okay, so they have free computers there. They also have free computer training, okay, for beginners, and also for somebody who wants to do the boot camp kind of thing. It's extended. So there's all kinds of things there. Um, and so that, and then also what's going on is a whole bunch of money. I mean, billions and billions and billions of dollars is sent around to everybody in the country to get higher internet access, particularly for people living in rural areas. So if you are living in a rural area and have shitty internet connection, call your congressman and ask him about when is high internet coming to a city near you soon, okay? Because they're trying to connect it. The Biden program last year, appropriated a whole bunch of billions of money for this, and it's coming in the next few months for you to get higher access to the internet. I'm going to have to leave now, guys. So go over to the Facebook, put in your question so I can answer you. I truthfully want to spend the rest of my life trying to help as many people as I can with the stuff I've been studying for the last 50 years. In 2 more years, it'll be 50 years I've been studying government grants. So it really is a pleasure to think that I know something that can maybe help your life. Wow. I mean, that's a superpower I never dreamed of, And if that helps, sure, it doesn't work all the time, but tell you the truth, what happens a lot is you try something and that leads to something else you had no idea. But to give you the help or the direction to work on that, because you'll find stuff that I didn't even know was there. But only if you try to find the stuff I think is there and it doesn't work, then that leads to this other stuff that I didn't know was there, but you found it. And that is just a great gift that you are giving me, is that opportunity to try to help you, because I think the best thing in life is giving, because, and it's the most selfish thing we do in life because it feels so good. It doesn't. And apply, because we're going to have Ethel is going to come and bang on your door if you don't apply by midnight tonight. Okay, so apply for our free laptop.